पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो हमारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy. Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. गुरुर् ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः, गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. यद्यत् कर्म करोमि तत्तत् अखिलं शंभो तवाराधना. We do work, we do put efforts, but for what and for whom? If we put efforts and do work for ourselves, then we are samsari. And if we do for others, we are social workers. Then we have to do everything in our life how and what Bhagavan says. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yomi bhaktya prayachati. More than what you give, what is important is how you give. Yo bhaktya prayachati, with devotion. See, devotion cannot be spoken of, it cannot be defined, it can be experienced. One example I will tell you. In devotion, there is no exhibition, it is natural. In Assam, I was called somebody's house for lunch or dinner. And they told that was the first time in their Assamese family, some Swami was entering their house. So, they told, Swamiji doesn't need this, doesn't need that, this, that, all that. The old lady prepared almost 27 dishes. Huge quantity. And her sons and daughter-in-laws, they were making fun. Do you think Swamiji is a buffalo or what? You are preparing so many things. But people think. So, he said, don't tell me, I will do whatever I want. Swamiji will eat everything. No, he doesn't eat this, he doesn't eat milk products, he doesn't eat sweets. So they were fighting. And she was very cool. Don't worry about it. When I went, I saw her. She said, Swamiji, please come and take. When I saw her, I took plate and I took every dish. All 27 dishes. And I ate. Then she told her sons and daughter-in-law, you tell lies, see, Swamiji has eaten everything. See, friends, more than what you offer, how you offer is important. That is, yo me bhaktya prayachati. When anything is done out of love, You know what happens? First of all, we don't get tired. Second thing, we don't get bored. Third thing, we don't want to avoid. On the contrary, we are able to express the best that we are. So the chemical is how you do, not what you do. Here Bhagavan says, Yome bhaktya prayachati. You must have seen, I hardly give examples from scriptures. Like for this particular topic, what people will give example? See, Sudama, he went to Bhagavan Krishna and he gave him only the flattened rice and Bhagavan was so happy. This is not an example you all know. But these examples are somewhere which we have not seen. So our examples should be our learning, what we have learned in life. Similarly, your useless child, he takes that banana. If he is a Malayali, he will take banana. And they will be opening the skin and take that banana in their hand. Actually, banana is created by God in such a manner that you should not touch the fruit. So you open that, eat, again open, eat, and so your hands even clean. No. So the child is a child. Even elderly people do that. So he took that banana, squeezing it, and he tells, Papa, Papa, I want to give my gift. And banana is coming from every hole. His necktie is hanging. Papa, please take, no. Yome bhaktya prayachati. We don't see anything else. Therefore, one of the most important things for all of us to know, whatever we do in our life, with whomsoever, our intention should be purity and love. Not burden. Love. No. Therefore, what is given? Patram, the leaf. When you people here eat on the banana leaf, I am always amazed. And on that flat leaf, rice, and on that rasam, and it runs here, it runs there. How you eat Bhagwan Jane? If Bhagwan Krishna is given, he will not eat. I tell you. Because he is from UP. He is not from Kerala. So Patram is 100 rupees note, Patram. Meaning, whatever insignificant it may be. So devotees will say, Bilva Patram or Tulasi Patram. In short, Patram is the most insignificant thing. Patram, Pushpam. You know, when we offer flower to the Lord, first of all, the flower is brought to our heart and then it is offered. It is not thrown. If you see in the pujari thing, they have to do it as a professional job. And Bhagavan is catching. No. There is no hurry. We don't do a little bit, but full attention. Therefore, one principle. Actions do not make us oriented for something higher. When you repeat some actions, after that, attention is not required. For example, eating food. Whole life we have done that. So when suddenly while taking food the light switches off for whatever reason and nothing can be seen. So when you take the food in your hand, will you have doubt whether it will go, mouth kahan hai? No. You don't require attention. Therefore, when it is said Putram Pushpam, it should not be done mechanically. Now, suppose you do the japa. How we do the japa? We take the mala in there, and then it becomes a tune, and then it becomes a WhatsApp language. JSK, 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 JSK. You know JSK? Jai Sri Krishna. Somebody wrote me one WhatsApp at the end, BR. And what brahmachari? No, 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 no. BR means best regards. So many things you do mechanically, it loses the charm. Now this technique I told you, again we will try. See how our mind is involved. That is important. So action and knowledge, when they synchronize 100%, that 100% synchronization is called, in the language of Kundalini, awakening of Kundalini. When knowledge and action, they are 100% perfect, it is called as the self-confidence. Whichever way you take. So chanting the Lord's name is an action, because organ of speech is karmendriya. So we keep on chanting in our mind, whatever mantra you chant, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram. It will become mechanical after some time. Now try another technique. You have done it. You chant in your mind and you listen by your own ears, your own chanting. The first experiment we will do, wherein you don't listen to your chanting, do it mechanically. Do it for 1 minute. Now you have the experience of this. Now again chant the same mantra, but while chanting, listen to yours. I will show you in a Vaikhari Vani, but you do it in your Madhyama Vani. See? First, I am not listening to what I am chanting. Ram Jaram Jaram Ram Jaram Ram Ram Jaram Jaram Ram Jaram 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 Ram Jaram 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 Jaram. A tune is formed. Now I listen. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. So both action of chanting and listening together, when they go perfectly, then alone we are ready to merge in the Absolute. Because what is Kriya Shakti and Jnana Shakti? Shakhayor Dvai Shakti Mulaka. The same Chetana is expressing both as the knowledge as well as action. And when they are perfectly synchronized, we transcend the Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas and the mind and the intellect. And we merge in the Chetana or the principle of life. This is the purpose of Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yo Me Bhaktya Prayachati. Otherwise, the external meaning, you give with great love, it's okay, do that. But real what we have to do, Guhyatamam Shastram. We are not anymore now at the periphery of spiritual life. We are at the center, the core. So now you try yourself. Chant in your mind and also listen. Now, if we do it for 1 minute, this remembering the Lord or chanting the Lord's name mantra is equivalent to chanting for thousands of times. Because by this process, we are coming back to our source. That is important. Therefore, patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati. So normally these are the things we offer to the Lord. Pushpam phalam and toyam water. Meaning what? It doesn't matter what you are offering. What matters is how you are offering. It doesn't matter what you are doing. What matters is how you are doing. It doesn't matter what you talk. What matters is how you talk. And how part is important in this mantra. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati. Therefore, there are few options for us. If you don't want to do, don't do it. Straight. I will not do it. Never mind. If you have to do it wholeheartedly. But we are average people. So, we do with a hole in the heart. Externally we show we are doing, but internally we are reacting. All the work only comes to me. Nobody. I think there is nobody in this work. I am the labor. Don't do it. See, friends, this kind of lifestyle destroys us. And why this happens? Because we try to please everybody. We try to prove something to somebody. Never do that. We are answerable not to the world, we are answerable to our own conscience. Are we falling short of self-respect because of our behavior, conduct in this world? If yes, then we are going the wrong way. Therefore, yo me bhaktya prayachati tad aham bhaktya apurudam ashnami prayatatmana. When he who is just doing all these things, Bhagavan says, ashnami, I eat that. Bhagavan forgot. It is a patram pushpam phalam toyam. Maybe Bhagavan might have remembered Bengali. Because Bengali eat everything. Jol khaben. Water they eat. Fruits they eat. Cigarette they eat. They don't smoke. So, tad aham bhaktya apahrutam ashnami. That what is given to me out of love, sincerity and happily, I accept it. See, friends. So, if we take this as a principle of our lifestyle, then we must deliver everything in a happy mode, not as a burden. Better don't do that. But somehow we drag in life. This is not spiritual life. And for that, training is given this thing. Suppose you have got in Tamil Nadu, every house they have got a temple, and there is a complete gallery of all the gods. Any Tamilian house you go. And then your hand doesn't move, reach there because it's far away. So they do the bowling. Yo me bhaktya prayachati. When we are doing anything, do meticulously, beautifully, happily. The whole attitude in life will change. Yo me bhaktya prayachati. So, patram, pushpam. Because every god has got different choice. If it is Shivji, he wants white flowers. If it is Vishnu Bhagwan, he wants yellow flowers. If it is Devi, she wants red flowers. You have to remain aware. If you give this thing here to there, they will start fighting. वो मेरा है. Don't put them to fight. Then you are doing everything in awareness. We must know. See, many years before, when I was going from Vrindavan to some place, so I was asked by one Mahatma Ji, where are you going? I said, sir, I got a children's camp. I am going there. Don't talk to them about Brahman, okay? Talk to them about stories, some jokes, whatever is there in the school, that you talk. Don't talk to them about Brahman. Dekho beta, we should do meditation and realize God. Don't do that. So, we must be aware all the time to whom we are dealing, how we are dealing. It should not be a mechanical thing. So, phalam toyam yomi bhaktya prayachati. How it is given, how it is offered. I accept it cheerfully, happily. This is while doing the puja. Now we perform ourselves with the same attitude. Remember, in front of God, we are devotee, bhakta. When we are away from the God in the world, we are vibhakta. No, that devotee should be maintained in and through the whole day. The same thing, half an hour meditation, that meditative poise should be maintained throughout the day. Then it is true. But our condition is like what? I observe fast last 13 days. Now 2 more days I have to observe. But come on, you are observing fast so many days. How come you are becoming fatter and fatter? Tell me the technique. What technique? It's simple. What? I am observing fast so many days, not nights. So night I had the vow. See, friends, we cheat ourselves. Therefore, we have to practice whatever we do in our puja room, whatever we do, that must be brought into action. When the knowledge is manifested in our life, it becomes wisdom. When the knowledge is not manifested in our life, it becomes erudition and scholarship. Erudition and scholarship is not the way to the reality. Don't bother about all that. No need. See, if you see Yoga Vasishta was told by Vasishta ji to Bhagwan Rama in Treta Yuga. Yes. But in that there are some stories about Arjun, Bhagwan Krishna, etc. So, who wrote it? If it was written in Treta Yuga, how come the stories from the Dwapar has come? Who is the author of this thing? This is erudition scholarship. We have nothing to do with that. See? Enjoy the mango. Don't worry which tree it has come. What is the name? Eat and forget. Therefore, when we are studying scriptures, don't become erudite scholar. That is for someone else. Gatakash, Matakash, Patakash, we don't have to do. Then how do we practice this knowledge from our puja room to the public? Yat karoshi, yad ashnasi, yad juhosi, dadasi yat tapashyasi kaunteya, tat kurushva madarpanam. Hey Kaunteya, hey Kunti Putra, Yat Karoshi, whatever you do, Yat Ashnasi, whatever you eat, Yat Juhosi, whatever you offer, Yat Dadasi, whatever charity you do, And yet tapashyasi, whatever austerities you follow in your life, do it for my sake. Tat kurusha madarpana. Offer it to me. This particular shloka from the 9th chapter, 27th verse, is the first shloka quoted by Bala Gangadhara Tilak on his commentary of Bhagavad Gita, Gita Rahasya. There he puts this thing. And in his commentary he says this Karmanyeva Adhikaraste mantra as the Karma Yoga Chatusutri. There are 4 principles told there. See, each and every verse has got a depth of meaning. So first of all, Yat Karoshi, Tat Kurusha Madarpana. Now see how it happens. Now I go and stay in so many houses throughout the world. Now those people receive me with such a great love, affection, everything. So whenever I go, everything is spick and span, clean, the best, not second. Because it is offered with love. Whenever you express any action as an expression of love, it will be the best. Yat karoshi, whatever you do it beautiful. How important it is. Suppose you are offering chandan to the Lord. So we have to use this chandan, this anamika finger. We can't use this one. This is for mobile phone. For Bhagwan, not this one. Different. So, yat karoshi, whatever we do should be done with loving and understanding attitude. Many times what happens, our love becomes a problem for others. Our love is like what? Like in some house I saw, they had a pug, a tiger baby as a pet in their house. When that tiger baby used to come in too much of love, she will come and start out of love, pulling her hand on the head, all the blood will come out. See? Therefore, yat karoshi, do everything with love, but don't impose your love on anybody. Love, when it becomes vocal, it is a dialogue. When love is silent, then it is pure love. Otherwise, all the time writing, I love you, I love you, I love you. Enough, yeah. One more, I love you. That is not love. Yat karoshi, yadashnasi. Whatever you are eating, be attentive. Enjoy every bite. This is a great spiritual practice. If you don't like, don't eat. I don't want it. Over. But eating also, I don't know why they are going, anyway. No. Don't suffer like this. Yadashnasi, you enjoy it cheerfully, happily. If you don't like, you are not obliged to eat everything. Like dhokla, I don't like. Similarly, idli, I don't like. Do you know the relationship between idli and dhokla? When idli goes to Gujarat, changes the gender. Idli is feminine and dhokla is masculine. And when the North Indians make idli, it is a cartoon of idli. In Rajasthan, I went to somebody's house in probably Jaipur. So Swamiji, I have prepared idli for us. When I saw that, I said, Mama, where is the hammer and chisel? So hard, you can hit somebody. So, yadashnasi, if you are eating, eat carefully. If you don't know, don't. Over. Don't try to please anybody in this world. Relax. We are not obliged to please the whole world. You cannot please. God has failed. Yadashnasi. Then yajjuhosi. Whatever we are doing, our puja, karma kanda, do it wholeheartedly. In this, I'll tell you the japa. Let's take only one part. How do we do the japa? If you have taken diksha from some Guru Maharaj and you have to do some number of mala, do it. After that, your punishment is over. The punishment only. Do you know, they say, Bhagwan's name protects us. But who is protected from whom? The Guru Maharaj is protected from the disciples, from the devotees, not disciples, from the devotees. Because what the devotees do? They eat the head of the Guru. So, what to do now? Then they say, Beta, you are very dear to me, therefore I will give you Maha Mantra Upadesh. Now the devotee starts smelling. It is not ordinary. It is from Kali Santaran Upanishad. So that devotee doesn't understand it. And then the mantra is Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Is one mantra. Like that, one mala is 108 times you chant. Like that, you have to do 36 malas per day. Okay? Yad gatva na nivartante. He will never come. This is how they say the mantras protect the Guru Maharaj from the devotees. See, friends, when we are chanting the mantra, whatever niyam you have to finish it off. Otherwise, that will create a chaos in the mind. Thereafter, now you are working by the mantra sadhana on your mind. Be very attentive. When we are thinking, we get carried away by thought process. Whatever you may practice to stop thinking, you cannot. So, it is something like what? Some pathogenic organisms go in our system. They create disturbance. Some foreign body has entered. Then, we take another foreign body called as medicine. So, the earlier foreign body is taken care of by the second foreign body and destroys the first foreign body, and the second also gets out of the system and we come back to the health. If this example is clear, exactly the same way. The chaotic thoughts running here and there, and we get frustrated out of it. So these are the problems of the mind. Now it can be solved by a counter problem. What is the problem? Is japa sadhana. So when you do japa, slowly, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. But that Jai Ram, I have given money, he has not enjoyed. Anyway, I have to do Sri Ram, Jai Ram. Slowly, slowly, you give it a try, friends. First mala you will do consciously, not mechanically. You are chanting and you are hearing. In your house you can do it loudly also. So you are sitting in your room and chant Sri Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hear also and chant also. Out of 108 times, you will be able to focus perfectly, maybe 5, 6, 10 times. Then again second mala, third mala, slowly, slowly, you will get a knack of it. Then the knack will be, whenever you chant the Lord's name, you will start hearing also. And as a result, earlier thought chaos will be controlled and the mind will be thinking, but not chaotic way. Slowly, the mind will remain cool. And in that cool mind, how do we know our mind is pure? Bhagavan Shankaracharya's commentary on one of the Upanishad, he tells the other day. He said, pure mind is that mind where Inquiry about the self kindles naturally. That is a pure mind. What we understand, pure mind means what? Oh, that mind here there is no kama, krodha, lobha, etc. There is no laziness, there is no avidya, prabal. That is okay. But the real pure mind is that mind where inquiry kindles. Who am I? What is this world? Whence am I? What is God? What is the origin? What is the end? These questions start popping up in our mind. Then we have to understand now our mind is becoming purer and purer. Normally, our mind has thoughts about husband, wife, children, blah, 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 blah. It is a samsaric mind. Therefore, juhosi, whatever sadhana you are doing, for example, japa sadhana, if this is done in this manner, that we are working on our mind. Only this much you remember. Japa is done to keep the mind disciplined. That's it. Without discipline, there is no success in the material world. Without discipline, there cannot be success in the spiritual world. And when discipline is imposed from outside, it becomes a bondage. When discipline is self-accepted, it is a freedom. See, friends? Therefore, yat karoshi yadashnasi josi, then dadasi yat. Okay? In Taittiriya Upanishad about Dhanam, a big anuvak comes. Shriyadeyam, Hyadeyam, whatever you are giving, give it with sincerity, with all purity. We don't have to show it to somebody else. And this is another important point. Dhanam is one and Tyaga is another. When we give somebody 100 rupees, so what is our understanding? This person will be benefited at least. He will have 100 rupees. So the value for the money is still in our mind. But Tyaga, when we give up something, we don't give, we give up something, then the value for that thing has gone. See? Therefore, Dharmatma, but Fakir, Maharaj. So they are the Raja and Fakir is the Maharaja. Why? He has given up everything. And we can given up only if we have devalued that. When we have got value for something, we do charity. And when we have devalued it, we give up. See? Like the garbage from our house. We don't give to somebody. Oh yeah, come. Anyway, I was just thinking we have to throw the garbage. No, because it is devalued. So yat karoshi yadasnashi yat johosya dadasya yat tapashyasi kaunteya. Now when we practice tapasya, it is for what? Be very attentive. Normally tapasya is done for what? For torturing oneself. Agre vanni prushte bhanu. They will be sitting in a place having a circle of the cow dung cakes. They will be burning and this Mahatma is sitting. Prushte bhanu and the sun is scorching from backside. This is not in winter. This is in summer. And then they will be sitting there. Why torture? And to whom you want to prove? You will see all these so-called tapasvi, they don't do their tapasya in a secret way. They do it in public. So they will be standing on one leg. But there is one Mahatma I have seen. He has taken a vow. He will not sit on the floor. He will not sit. So, what he does, because he has taken him not sitting on the floor, so there is a nice asana, and then on that he sits, and his disciples, like we carry the dead body to like this, and they lift it, and he goes everywhere. Why? Maharaj is doing tapasya. Tapasya these people are doing. He is sitting comfortably. And his tapasya is, I will not touch earth. See? All funny kind of things. Therefore, tapasya is, you don't want to show to anybody. It is a secret. Yat tapashyasi. Now, we are always wanting everything homemade. Many houses, when I go for taking food, I like pickles. So when some pickles, some houses are very tasty. So I ask them, which is the company that you have got it? Very good. Which is the name of the company? Swamiji, this is not from the shop. I made it. Meaning what? When it is a marketed pickles, they have to be good and tasty. Then only they are sold. Homemade pickles, horrible. And in that you have to tell, oh, they are very tasty. Because you have to survive. So we have got so much importance for everything homemade, homemade, homemade. Why don't you do tapasya homemade? Why go to the Himalayas? Now what is the homemade tapasya? In front of your wife, you continue to be happy. In front of your husband, don't expect he will understand. If he has understood, he will never marry you. Therefore, live happily wherever you are. That is the highest tapasya. Don't torture yourself. See? Now by this what happens? We are closer to our being. See? What must be the tapasya of the space? In the temple, the space doesn't experience goody-goody, and in the toilet, the space doesn't get disturbed. At peace. So, the real tapasya is, you do not react and become miserable under any condition. That is tapasya. One. Now, the second tapasya is, we all have two problems. One problem is dependence on things and beings. Unless I get that thing, I will not eat. Unless that is there, then only I can eat. Dependence. It's not only the objects, but even the people. See, in my retreats, I suggest, but what you are does or not doesn't matter. I suggest, if you are coming for the retreat, only husband should come or only wife should come. They should not come together. And if they come, they should stay in separate rooms. But why, Swamiji? Because what is home? The husband gets up early in the morning. It is done throughout the world. Ladies get up late. And then he goes to the bathroom. And from there he shouts, where is the toothbrush? And she fires at him. Are you blind or what? See, somewhere there. I got it. Second question. Where is the toothpaste? It is up there. Go. Oh, I got it. Where are the dentures? So much dependent on the wife. I feel very pity for these ammas. As the age grows, the ladies become confident and decision makers, and the Jains become the followers. We have to go for that party. Which clothes should I put on? Should I put on this pant? No, no, go without pant. They can't even decide simple things. See, friends, dependence becomes our second nature. Therefore, tapasya is don't be dependent on anything or anybody. That is called vanaprasthashram. Vanaprasthashram is what? You are preparing to go to the forest. Vanaprasthana. Vanaprasthanam, vanaprastha. So if you have to go to the forest, you do not go with the whole doll. The minimum thing, because you have to carry yourself. Therefore, in vanaprasthashram, the dependence between husband and wife should come to minimum or zero. Do your things, but otherwise for everything, we require somebody. Then, the second thing is, we lack confidence many a times whether we can do this or do that. That lack of confidence has to be conquered by tapasya. And for that, do experiment on yourself. I tell you what experiments I have done. For a few years, I was eating only boiled potatoes and vegetables. Nothing else. So initially when I started, how it is possible? I don't think it is right. I said, no, you have to decide it, finish it. So, after 3, 4, 5 days, then everything became okay. Meaning what? We can do. It is not we cannot do. Invoke your self-confidence. Why we cannot do? We can. And those who lack self-confidence, they have no faith in God. Faith in God expresses as self-confidence. Self-confidence is a manifestation of grace of God. So 3 things. Grace of God reflects in our heart as the self-confidence, and self-confidence is when we are devoted to the cause. Therefore, yad karoshi, yad ashnasi, yad juhosi dadasi, yad tapashyasi kaunteya, tat kurushva madarpanam. Whenever the goal of our life is high, lower things drop automatically. Very simple rule. If the goal of our life is not high, then we keep higher goal in life. You know, many ladies, girls are born as human beings, but they want to walk like a cat. Where do they walk like a cat? You know that. Now to walk there on that ramp, you have to have a figure, is it not? Can the figure just happen? They don't eat food. They calculate calories. They do exercise. Then they fit in that format. Then they can walk there. People like us, 62, 62, 62, drum. So unless we have some higher goal, lower things will not drop. Now, what should be our goal? Okay, I'll tell you. The goal should be, we are at peace with ourselves. Those who are at peace with themselves, they are at peace with the whole world. Those who are frustrated, like one frustrated lady in Delhi scolded me. all the time talking about be happy, mauj bero, get married and show. So she was frustrated. A frustrated person doesn't tolerate a happy person. Watch this thing. See, Bhagavan has created this world for fun, for time pass, nothing serious. What he does, he brings the two characters together. One of them is opposite to each other, like the negative, positive. So, in Assam, somewhere I was staying, the lady was happy-go-lucky. And the husband was very tense. Should be like that, should be like that. And she used to tell, why you worry, relax. So one day, he became so frustrated, asked me, Swamiji, you please tell her. See how terrible it is. What is terrible? He showed me in 3-4 places in their bedroom and dining hall, anywhere. Her comb was left with the hair in that. See, Swamiji, see. I lifted, I started cleaning. No, you don't clean it. You told me to clean it. This is what she does. I'm fed up. You tell her, she will listen to you. I said, Amma, there is a case pending against you, FIR, come. She came, round figure, She didn't talk because mouth was full with pan. I said, he is telling this is bad, you should not do it. Now she has to talk. Where she was standing, from there, at the window, from there, very comfortably happy. Swamiji, he doesn't get sleep. He is always complaining. And about this, my comb, he complained. Do you know why? He is jealous. He is bald. And she was so happy. Why unnecessarily reacting this world? Accept the things as they come and adapt yourself. See? Therefore, all these 5 principles together work on your mind. You are at peace with yourself. And if you are really at peace with yourself, you will not react. And if you are at peace with yourself, if you scold somebody, you will not have regrets. You will not have guilt. Otherwise, oh, I'm so sorry. I kicked you so hardly that your head came out of the body. No. So, yat tapashasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam. Whenever something is done for the sake of the Lord and offered to Him, it will be the best. Shubha Shubha Palayrevam Mokshase Karma Vandanaihi Sannyasa Yoga Yuktatma Vimukto Mam Upashyasi. Shubha Ashubha Palaihi Evam Karma Bandhanaihi Mokshase. As a result, we will be out of good and bad. Shubha Ashubha Falaihi. Whatever you may do in this world, it will have 2 options, good or bad. And the good and bad is only relative. It is not absolute. Absolute is Paramatma. See? What was considered as an act of patriotism during the British rule, blowing the railway tracks, killing the officers, was considered as an act of patriotism. The same thing, if it is done today, it is considered as an act of terrorism. Actions are same. What changes is the intentions behind. Therefore, Shubha Ashubhai Palaihi Evam Karma Bandhanehi Mokshase. So what is the Karma Bandhan? Regrets of failure and arrogance of success. And both of them create dots and dashes on our mind. Therefore, in the second chapter we were told, Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhayu yujjasva naibam papam avapsasi. When we are functioning in this world, our attention is not on the world or on I, but our attention is on the quality of the mind. Before we take up any activity, our mind should be at peace and available to us. When the activity is conducted, the mind is still in peace and available to us. Then we can apply. After the job is over, the mind is equally at peace, neither exhausted, nor arrogant, nor regrets. If we are able to maintain the quality of our mind before action, during action, after action, we have learned what Bhagavan said here, Mokshase Karma Bandhanehi. What is the Karma Bandhan? What is the bondage of karma? Bondage of karma is arrogance of success and regrets of failure. How important it is. So Shubha Shubha Phale Eva Mokshase Karma Bandhanehi. Then Sannyasa Yoga Yukta Atma. Such a person has taken sannyas. Friends, please remember, no action or no experience of our life is a failure, is a sin. If we have learned from that failure or that action. If we have not learned, then we are a samsari. This point I am emphasizing so many times. Learn, learn, learn. And this process of learning is at our disposal. And when we start learning, we stop reacting. When we stop reacting, no dots and dents are created on the mind. Mind remains like this. If you go to the cold area and you take some hard thing and pull a line on the ice, if you are on the iceberg, pull the line, there will be line there because it's hard. But if it is the water, you pull the line, nothing will happen. Let our mind be like this. Reflects everything, rejects nothing, but retains nothing. Retention is done in the form of impressions. Impressions are in the form of likes and dislikes. In this manner, when we are living in awareness, that is Sannyasa Yoga Yukta Atma. Therefore, a sannyasi is never a failure if he has nothing to do, nowhere to go. Then everything is happening in his leela. We are just an instrument. The day this thought comes in our mind, I am a failure, I am successful, we are far away from the spiritual path. Therefore, Sannyasa Yoga Yukta Atma. Sannyasa is the one who is Dehanyaso hi sannyasaha naiva kashaya vasasa naham deho mahatmeti nishchayam jnana lakshanam. In Sadachar of Bhagavan Shankaracharya, he defines what is a sannyas. Dehanyaso hi sannyasa. Keep the body in its own place. You don't carry with you everywhere. That is the reason when sannyasa is given, there is one of the rites, is called as the one homa, Viraja homa. And after the Viraja homa is over, then the person to whom sannyas is given, he does his own Shraddha karma. Then he gives Pindadan to himself. So a sannyasi, for all technical purposes, is dead. No, a dead person cannot have honor or dishonor. See? Suppose a dead body is lying on the fire and you put the fire. Hey, yaar, garam hai idhar. The one who has honor and dishonor is not really following sannyasa yoga yuktatma and vimuktaha mam upashyasi. And thus one is liberated from this relative world and merges in the absolute. See friends, where from we started? Rajavidya Rajaguhyam idam pavitram susukham kartum avyayam. From there we started. And what was the principle told? Maya tadamidam sarvam jagadavyakta murtina masthani sarvabhutani nacham teshvamastita nachamasthani bhutani pashyami yoga ishwaram bhuta bhrunraja bhutastaha mamatma bhuta bhavana. That was the foundation. On the foundation of that, the teacher took us through the relative world and slowly brought us from the relative experiences to the absolute being. This is the process of thought in this chapter. Therefore, ultimately it comes here, sannyasa yoga yuktatma vimuktaha mam upashyasi. He is liberated. Liberated means was nothing to do, nowhere to go. ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना, nothing to gain, nothing to lose. But then people will say something to you, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? But it is very difficult, no? कोई दिक्कत नहीं. Start each and every mantra will help you negotiate through the turmoils of this worldly existence. See friends, slowly, you will imbibe these mantras. And then that one which should be followed all the time is the simplest one. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. If you take this very sincerely, not seriously, sincerely, you will be always relaxed. Because you have accepted wherever you are in satsang, when during satsang, what I should be satsang. So listen. But I may be in satsang, during satsang, but I am not a satsang. He never went sleep. If somebody sleeps in satsang, it is not the problem of the person who is sleeping. It is the problem of the teacher. In one school, one student was sitting on one bench, two of them. One student was sleeping. So the other student, he was told by the teacher, wake him up, he is sleeping in my class. He said, sir, why should I wake him up? You put him to sleep. Your talk is such that he has gone to sleep. What can I do? You wake him up. Hey friends, the more you become aware of these, you are on the right track. Otherwise, the so-called people on the spiritual path are more miserable than the average people. Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshosti na priyaha ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya mai te teshu chapyaham. Now Bhagavan tells, if we take his support, what exactly his support comes to us. This is one of the most important principles we have to imbibe in our life. What it is, how it is, we will take it later. Now it is the time to sleep. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम।